The terrorist acts of al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden on the United States on September 11, 2001 led the United States to explore new ways of protecting its citizens. This encounter led to the signing of the Patriot Act and the creation of the TSA.
Before 2001, airport security was simple. You had to just scan your ID. You were allowed to bring sharp objects on the plane. The crew on the plane was not allowed to carry guns, and all the passengers were allowed to use the bathroom next to the cockpit. And some planes had cockpit doors that broke easily, and they never scanned their luggage.
Osama bin Laden was the founder of al-Qaeda. The organization claimed responsibility for the September 11th attacks on the United States, along with other mass casualty attacks against military targets. He was a Saudi Arabian and part of a wealthy bin Laden family. Bin Laden was born on March 10, 1957 and died on May 2, 2011. Al-Qaeda is founded by Osama bin Laden and several others, at some time between August 1988 and the late 1980s, with origins able to trace the Arab volunteers who fought against the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in the late 1980s. It appears to also network comprising both a multinational stateless army and an Islamist, and an extremist group has been designed as a terrorist group by the United Nations Security Council, and Al-Qaeda has carried out many attacks on targets.
Why was America attacked by Osama bin Laden? Well, here are some reasons why the U.S. was attacked. Western support for attacking Muslims in Somalia, supporting Russian atrocities against Muslims in Chechnya, and the presence of the U.S. troops in Saudi Arabia.
On September 11, 2001, the 19 hijackers made their way along the concourse and putting all three East Coast security systems to the test. Literally, all checkpoint the system posted no change to the terrorists, not their ability to purchase tickets and to pass security checkpoints while carrying knives and cutting tools, nor to board aircraft. On September 11, 2001, a group called Al-Qaeda hired 19 hijackers to fly a plane into the World Trade Center. On September 11, 2001, on a clear morning at 8:45 a.m., a Boeing 767 filled with 20,000 gallons of jet fuel flew into the World Trade Center in New York City. The crash left a gaping and burning hole near the 80th and the 110-story building, killing hundreds and trapping many more on the higher floors. And then 18 minutes after the first crash, a Boeing 767 United Airlines Flight 175 came out of the sky and sliced through the 60th floor. The collision causes a huge explosion that showered debris over buildings, and then the towers fell. The U.S. was under attack.
The strict guidelines on passenger and luggage, and only ticketed passengers could go through security, and new scans for weapons as new threats after 9/11 came. New passenger guidelines remove all shoes and no liquids. Airplanes got stronger doors, and the pilots can apply to become a federal officer and carry a loaded gun. The Patriot Act started with 48 bills, such as Enhanced Border Security and Visa Entry Reform Act, required to share visa info. Also, the post-GI 9/11 bill, which paid educational fund for soldiers in the 9/11 health, and the Compensation Act provided $4.2 billion for the health and people who worked at Ground Zero.